Right now, something massive is unfolding in the silver market, and almost nobody is noticing. Warren Buffett just made a move that shook Wall Street to its core. If you understand what he's seeing, you could be staring at one of the biggest wealth opportunities of the decade. Silver has crashed 38% from its recent highs. Most investors panicked and ran for the exits, but the Oracle of Omaha did something no one expected. He deployed $90 billion in the middle of this bloodbath. Yes, $90 billion while everyone else was selling. So what does Buffett know that the rest of us don't? What price is he aiming for? And most importantly, how can you position yourself before the world catches on? Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal could completely change the way you think about silver and your financial future. Welcome back to John Agal, your trusted source for precious metals insights and wealth building strategies. But before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button. It helps this video reach the people who need to hear it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another market-moving update. The insights we share here have already helped thousands of viewers make smarter investment decisions, and you won't want to miss what comes next. Now let's talk about why Buffett just made the biggest silver bet of his career. Most people don't realize this, but he's not new to silver. Back in 1997, Berkshire Hathaway quietly acquired 130 million ounces of physical silver, nearly 40% of the world's annual production, at around $5 per ounce. The financial world went nuts trying to figure out why the greatest stock picker of all time suddenly cared about a shiny metal. Buffett explained it simply. Silver was fundamentally undervalued. Industrial demand was rising while mine production was shrinking. He saw what everyone else missed, bought low, and waited patiently for the market to catch up. Fast forward to today, and history is repeating itself, only this time the setup is even more compelling. Silver recently dropped from $35 to the low 20s, a brutal 38% crash. Retail investors panicked, hedge funds liquidated, financial media declared silver dead. But amidst all the chaos, SEC filings revealed something remarkable. Berkshire Hathaway was buying aggressively. A $90 billion deployment tied directly or indirectly to silver. Here's the key. Buffett never thinks short-term. He's looking 3, 5, even 10 years ahead. He sees what most investors miss. And right now, 3 massive catalysts are aligning for silver that could ignite the market like never before. The first catalyst is industrial demand, which is exploding. Silver isn't just a precious metal. It's a critical industrial commodity. Every solar panel needs 20 grams of silver. Every EV uses roughly 50 grams. Smartphones, computers, medical devices all rely on silver. Governments are pouring trillions into renewable energy projects, and silver is essential. The Silver Institute projects industrial demand will rise over 40% in the next 5 years. Unprecedented growth. The second catalyst is supply. Primary silver mines are rare, and most silver today is a byproduct of copper, lead, and zinc mining. Ore grades are falling, from 15 G per ton in the 1990s to less than 5 grain per ton today. Production costs are rising, and new discoveries are scarce. This isn't a temporary shortage. It's structural. The third catalyst is the global monetary situation. Central banks printed trillions during the pandemic. Inflation is stickier than expected. Interest rates are rising, but debt levels are crushing governments. Historically, when fiat currency systems strain, precious metals explode. Gold has already surged. Silver usually follows, often with 3.1 or 4.1 outperformance. If gold hits $3,000, silver could easily reach $80 or $100, even higher in extreme scenarios. Buffett is buying during maximum pessimism. While others see a 38% crash and flee, he sees an opportunity the rest of the world has yet to understand. This is exactly how Warren Buffett built his legendary fortune. He bought bank stocks during the 2008 financial crisis when everyone else was terrified. He bought airline stocks during the pandemic at rock-bottom prices. Time and again, he does the opposite of the crowd and consistently wins over the long term. So, ask yourself, do you want to follow the crowd that panics at every dip? Or do you want to follow the strategy that made Warren Buffett one of the wealthiest people on the planet? Here at John A.G. Gold, we've been tracking these developments for months, and the data is overwhelming. The setup for silver has never been this compelling in modern history. There's a fundamental supply deficit that's worsening. Industrial demand is accelerating beyond projections. Monetary conditions are historically favorable for precious metals. And now, the greatest investor of all time is putting $90 billion to work in this space. When Buffett speaks, people listen. When Buffett acts, smart investors pay attention. And right now, his actions are screaming, silver is the opportunity of a lifetime. But let me be clear. This is not about getting rich overnight. Buffett does not think that way. And neither should you. This is about positioning yourself for the next 5 to 10 years. The world is changing fast, and the commodities powering that change are becoming scarce and valuable. Silver is essential for the green energy transition, for technological advancement, for a functioning modern economy. Yet silver is trading at prices that don't reflect this reality. That disconnect between price and value is exactly what Buffett looks for, and exactly what you should be looking for too. Now, about that 38% crash. This is actually the most bullish part of the story. Silver didn't crash because fundamentals changed, hedge funds were over-leveraged and forced to liquidate, paper contracts were dumped to push prices lower. Meanwhile, smart money was quietly accumulating physical silver at record rates. Coin and bar premiums stayed high even as spot prices plunged. This divergence between paper and physical markets is a huge signal. The crash was artificial and temporary. The evidence for silver's next move is building rapidly. China has been stockpiling silver aggressively. India's imports are rising. Central banks are quietly adding silver to reserves. Meanwhile, major producers are struggling to maintain output. Costs are rising faster than revenues, and some mines are shuttered because they're uneconomical. Demand is accelerating, supply is shrinking, and prices must eventually rise to balance the equation. What makes Buffett's move brilliant is how he structured it. He isn't just buying silver. He's positioned Berkshire Hathaway across the entire silver ecosystem: mining, processing, manufacturing, diversified exposure, reduced risk, and full participation in the upside. Classic Buffett strategy. For viewers of John A.G. Gold, the takeaway is clear. The window to accumulate silver at these prices is closing. When Buffett makes a move of this magnitude, the market eventually follows, like we've seen with Apple and energy. Right now, we're still in the accumulation phase. Prices are depressed, sentiment is negative, and most investors have given up. That's exactly when you want to be buying. I've studied precious metals for years, and I've never seen a setup like this. Supply constraints, surging demand, monetary tailwinds, and smart money accumulation. Add Buffett's validation, and this is a rare opportunity. I'm not saying silver will spike tomorrow. Markets can remain irrational longer than you expect. But over the medium to long term, fundamentals always assert themselves. Silver will reflect its true value, and those who bought during the 38% crash will be rewarded. A few practical tips. Do your own research. Consider dollar cost averaging instead of chasing the exact bottom. Think long term. The biggest rewards go to those who can hold for years. Now I want to hear from you. What's your silver price target over the next 5 years? Do you think Buffett is right, or is he making a mistake? Comment below. I read every response, and your perspective helps our community make smarter decisions. If you found this video valuable, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Knowledge is power, and sharing this insight helps others protect and grow their wealth. Thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. We have incredible videos coming up you won't want to miss. Stay informed, stay patient, and remember, the best investments are made when others are fearful.